Alright, using our super awesome math skills, you could have come up with the equation for this one yourself. This goes through 0 and 4, so it was y equals x take 0, x take 4, which is the same as x outside of x take 4, yeah? So what they've done is they've graphed this, and they'd like to know when it's less than 0 and when it's greater than 0. So it's less than 0 when it's in here, yeah? It's below the 0 line. So it's less than 0 when it's between 0 and 4. If you put a number that's between 0 and 4 into this equation, so like 2 outside of 2 take 4, you're going to get a negative number. It's going to be less than 0. So this is when 0 is less than x is less than 4. So that was in yellow. But if you want to know when it's greater than 0, well, it's greater than 0 here and here. So that's every time x is less than 0 and when x is greater than 4. So if you put in like -3 or something, -3 times -3 take 4, it's a negative times a negative, so it's positive. So it's greater than 0, yeah? And if you put in like 5 times 5 take 4, positive times a positive, it's positive, so it's greater than 0. Okay, this one, again, they've sketched it. They want to know when it's less than or equal to 0. Well, obviously, it's below the line between here. So we've got -1, and it's less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. And when it's greater than 0 is this. So that's when you're less than -1, or less than or equal to -1, and x is greater than or equal to 3. So if you put in like 5, it'll be positive. Okay, this question, they want to know when it's less than 0. Well, it's less than 0 down here and down here. So this is when x is less than or equal to 0. So like if you put in -3 into that equation, you get a number less than or equal to 0. And x is greater than or equal to 2. And we want to know when it's positive. Well, it's positive up here, isn't it? So between 0 and 2, including those numbers. Oh, no, not including those numbers, because we want to know when it's greater than, not greater than or equal to. So that's question 4. If you've already got the graph, it's pretty easy. It gets harder if you have to graph it, but again, you don't have to do an amazing job of graphing it. We don't need to know where the vertex is or anything like that. You just mostly need to know if it's concave up or down, and you need to figure out the x-intercept, so you factorize.